Hey, what's up? FJT back with another video. In real life, I'm a pretty laid back, private person. I also keep certain things about my personal life private away from my YouTube channel. Over the years, some of you asked me certain personal questions, but I can't answer some of those questions because I want to stay low key for the most part. But the closer I get to retirement, the more personal information I will reveal about myself on my channel if I decide to continue to make videos years down the line. So for this video, I had a random video idea and I wrote down a list of things most people in society find weird or boring about me. And this will also help you guys get to know me better. So I'll start off with the top things that most people find weird about me. And the first couple on my list are, these are the ones that piss people off the most or make them look at me sideways. And that is, I don't want marriage, I don't want to cohabitate, and I don't want a relationship, I don't want a girlfriend, and I never wanted kids. Everyone says I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm going to change my mind. So we'll see if I magically change my mind someday. I've been single for many years by choice, and I personally don't see myself changing my mind because I'm not an emotional person that changes my mind every 2 seconds. Am I saying I'll never have sex again for the rest of my life? No. And yes, I've had girlfriends before. Yes, I've had more experience with women than the average man. And I personally never ever wanted kids. Ever. Most of you that been subscribed to my channel should already know, my stance on this. So I'm not going to talk for a half an hour explaining my reasoning when it's just going to go through one ear and out the other with most people anyway. So alright, so the others on my list are, I'll turn down hot women. Something most men find weird is that I'm able to turn down attractive women. This isn't something that I was able to do in my teenage years. Because back then, I would take almost anything I could. I would just, I'll take anything that I could get as long as she was somewhat decent looking, But now I could turn down any woman, I could turn down any woman if she's not on my program because my tolerance for BS is low and I have a lot of discipline. All right, this is going to be number 3. I don't need sex and I could go on monk mode for years without being sexually frustrated. I've had plenty of sex from every type of woman that I've ever wanted, so I have most of it out of my system and I'm pretty desensitized. I like sex just like the next man, but now after having so much of it, in my opinion, sex and relationships are overrated. Alright, number 4, I don't drink coffee. I don't need it, so I don't drink it. Number 5, I don't like wearing flip-flops. I don't like how flip-flops look or feel when wearing them. I don't like how my foot could just slide out of position when taking certain steps. I always prefer to wear sneakers or some sort of closed toe shoe whenever walking. Alright, number 6, I wear a seatbelt. I wear a seatbelt when driving. People in the past clown me for wearing a seatbelt. They said wearing a seatbelt is not gangster. I never was a gangster, nor claim to be one. Number 7, I don't care for the nightclub. So people are obsessed with going to the club. The guys go for the girls and the girls go to get free drinks from horny guys. The club is okay, I guess, but I never found much excitement in it. Number 8, I never went to a strip club. I never understood the point of wasting money throwing dollars at naked women just to leave. So I never did it. Number 9, I don't gamble for quick money. I never gamble my money as far as dice games or sports bets, but I do invest in stocks, which some people may or may not consider this gambling. Number 10, I don't watch porn. I don't watch porn. I used to watch it when I was a teen, but it doesn't excite me anymore, so I never watch it. Number 11, I don't watch TV or Netflix, and I don't follow any famous series. So what I basically do is I just usually listen to YouTube videos or watch movies. Number 12, I don't watch basketball or football. I will never turn on the TV to watch a basketball or football game. If I'm over at someone else's house, I'll watch it, but other than that, I don't care for it. I was the type to physically play basketball rather than watch it. Number 13, I don't read books. If you recommend a book to me, I most likely won't read it. Reading books is boring for me, and it usually puts me to sleep even if I just had a full night's rest. The most reading I'll do is when I'm doing research on how to fix something, but even then I prefer to watch hands-on videos for that, but I do sometimes read short articles. Number 14, I listen to music differently. I don't listen to music like most people. If I don't like the beat, then I probably won't like the song, even if it has some of the greatest lyrics in the world. If it has good lyrics, I'll still listen to the song, but I'll never bump it on a daily basis. So I'll probably turn off the song, or it'll just be a one listen and done. So in my phone, I have one of the weirdest playlists in the world. 1 minute it'll be a lyrical song, then the next it might be some underground rock and roll grunge music, then the next song might be some Christian reggae, then the next song might be Chinese rap, or I should say Chinese trap hip hop music. Then the next song might be salsa music from the 70s. And when people ask me who my favorite singer or artist is, I tell them I don't have one, because I'm more of a fan of songs rather than actual artists. There are songs that I may love by an artist, but the rest of his songs I may not like. So almost all people aren't going to like the majority of music I listen to. Alright, number 15. I don't smoke or drink, and I've never been high or drunk my entire life. Alright, so some of you may think that I'm high or drunk when making certain videos, because sometimes I get very lively and animated, but that's just a part of my personality, and I have a lot of fun when making videos. So I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs because I don't want it and I don't need it. People say I'm weird, living a boring life by not doing these things. It may be boring for you, but it's not boring for me. So I have no idea what it feels like to be drunk or high. Number 16, I don't stare at women. Whenever I'm with my coworkers or hanging out or hanging around other guys, and an attractive woman passes by, these dudes act like they never seen a woman before. They'll stare and be like, oh my god, look, 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 look. And if they say look, I'll take a look for a couple of seconds, but I won't stare. I can acknowledge that she's very attractive, but I'm not going to stare and hop up and down like I've never seen a woman before. Some guys say they can't help it. They can't help but stare, but I can. I have enough discipline not to stare. Number 17, I don't care for beaches that much. Whenever people travel, they always have to hit up the beach. The beach is okay, but I could personally do without it when I travel. It doesn't make or break me. And if I tell people I didn't go to the beach on vacation, people think it's weird. Number 18, I don't care about Lamborghinis. This one is actually interesting because when I was a young teen, I always told myself that I was going to get a Lamborghini when I grow up. It's funny how times change. Nowadays, I don't care for it anymore. Whenever someone drives by with that car, the majority of people go crazy and they'll give the driver a lot of compliments, and maybe they'll even ask what he does for a living. I personally don't want that type of attention. I do think those vehicles look nice and they have great speed, but I don't ever see myself getting one because if I'm going to pay that much for a car, I feel you should be able to drive the car every day, all year round, in any type of weather condition, whether it's snow or whether it's rain. And it should be more reliable than a Honda or Toyota that would last for 500,000 miles for those prices, in my opinion. So most people say their goal is to get a Lambo as a dream car, but me, I could care less. Number 19, I grow plants at home. Recently, a woman told me that I'm weird for growing plants at home. I was surprised that she thinks I'm weird for that, but whatever. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Number 20, I don't like wearing suits. I think suits look cool sometimes depending on the setup, but I don't like wearing them because I don't like how it feels. I don't like tucking in my shirt, and I don't like wearing dress shoes. They make my feet feel uncomfortable. I'd rather wear some regular loose clothes with some sneakers. That way I can relax, walk, run, or do whatever I need to do. Number 21, I like to work out. A lot of guys work out only for the women. I've heard guys say they hate working out, but I don't work out for women. I work out for me. Working out is fun for me. It feels good and it's therapeutic. Number 22, I don't put salt or pepper on food. So whenever I'm cooking, I never really add any salt to my food. If I'm over someone's house and they put salt on the food, I'll eat it, but I personally don't put any salt or pepper on my food. I do think that the food tastes a little bit better with salt, but I don't need it. I'm okay without it. Number 23, I don't celebrate holidays. I don't really celebrate the holidays. Maybe the only one would be Christmas because I buy my dad and a couple other people gifts, but I don't put up Christmas trees or do decorations or anything like that. Number 24, I don't wear designer clothes. I never saw the point, buying one shirt, bag, or belt that costs hundreds of dollars just to get attention from people. I'm comfortable wearing regular clothes that don't cost a lot. Number 25, I rarely buy new clothes unless I need them. I still have clothes and sneakers that I wear from years ago. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Number 26, I think that traveling is overrated. Now, don't get me wrong. I really enjoy traveling to new places and new countries. I will continue to travel in the future, but in my opinion, I still think it's overrated sometimes. Everyone talks about travel like it's the end all be all to solve all of your problems in life. Society has hyped up traveling so much that if you tell people it's not all that serious, or if you say you didn't enjoy yourself in a certain country, then most people are quick to think you're crazy and look at you as a loser, especially if you're talking about a country where their family is from. So if you say you personally didn't have a good time in their country, or if you personally don't want to visit their country for whatever reason, they'll take this as a personal attack. But I do think that everyone should travel to see something different if they want to. Number 27, I'm an introvert / ambivert. I would say that I have characteristics of an introvert and an ambivert. Many people love the ambivert side of me because I'm very good at pulling women and I do very well socially in public. Many people enjoy being around me, so they think I'm an extrovert. But many people think my introvert side is weird because there are times I stay away from people. And I can be in my house every day for a week with no face-to-face human interaction and not get bored or feel lonely. Most people aren't happy being by themselves, but I'm perfectly fine being in solitude. Number 28, I'm very cheap, frugal, and I save my money. A lot of people don't like this, and a lot of people think it's weird. I am a long-term thinker, and I'm not going to spend my money recklessly. So if I see something that I want, I may not buy it right away because I don't need it. But if it's something that I absolutely need, then I'll buy it right away regardless of the price. And I also have no shame using coupons. So people laugh and say that this is weird. Hey, guess what? Most of them are broke and in debt. They still have payments for things and owe money. But I don't. None of them have funds for emergencies. But I do. And that's pretty much all I have for today. Can any of you relate to anything I said on the list? And tell me in the comment section what most people find weird about you.